for visiting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos.
Hey folks, Dan Ryan again. On this episode of Leo and Dan Ryan Look at Inexpensive Guitars, we're looking at this Donner Strat copy. And first order of business is to get it out of the box. So
yeah, and it was supposed to be a DST-200. It's a 152, which we've done a couple of. But this one's a kit. It comes with stuff.
yeah. And you know how much I love stuff, especially tiny little crappy amplifiers. One of my favorite things in the world. Okay.
This one actually doesn't sound bad.
I think you're gonna have to.
It doesn't sound loud either. At least if it's the one
Hopefully they'll
that I
slide
think
in
it
my
is.
direction. There we go. And
It is. It just fell out.
yeah, okay, we got it upside down.
I thought so.
Okay, so there's your amp, or eventually a paperweight. Does anybody have paper to weigh down anymore? That's one of those questions for
Police
the
officers.
So it's a Donner something. It's the DA-10.
Oh, it's a 10 watt. Huh?
Well, it says DA-10 rechargeable 5 watt dual channel mini guitar amplifier combo.
Okay. Well, it's upgraded because the originals were 3 watts.
Yeah, and those 2 watts just make all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
What's really strange is there is a category of boutique amps now that are 5 watt amps. Usually they might have a 10-inch speaker. Some might have 8-inch speakers, and they can go for around $2,500. They're tube amps and they're all handmade. But and how much did this guitar and tiny amp cost?
Well, it was originally $199 as a DST-200, but it said it was $159 and there was a $30 off coupon, so $119. But
That would be $129.
$129.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for the
Math lesson?
math correction. In any case, it is not what it purported to be, so it is probably worth what I paid for it.
Okay. So, let's see, there's some more case candy. Oh, it has a whole bag, a bag-o case candy,
Case candy in a case.
which is a cord, set of strings, clip-on tuner. How many clip-on tuners you got now, Leo? Like 100? I bought 3 at a time. I think it was like $29 for 3, and they were from Dario, so it was a pretty good deal. A guitar strap of sorts.
I never tune my guitars.
And a cord. So
And it's obvious.
I was trying to give you a break, though, not saying anything about that. But no.
I had a different retort to that, but
Okay,
Well,
so
which was?
yeah, because I'm doing it.
that's almost what I said. But, so a very nice little sateen bag of stuff to go with your Donner.
I didn't know we had a Satan bag.
Satine. And a not bad gig bag. What's the one? Not as heavy duty as the Latitude we did a couple of weeks ago, but not bad. It's way better than the guitar raincoats we get sometimes. And so let's see. I like these plastic bags way better than the foam ones. They don't tear up as easily. And oh, there's a whammy bar right there. That comes right off. Look at that. Not a problem. So it says two tones in one volume.
Like a Strat.
Well, it's kind of weird when you have two tones in one volume for a 3 pickup guitar. And it is an HSS configuration. The little guitar cord sheet that they attach.
And what's on the other side of that card?
A string action ruler.
Yeah, string action height gauge. Really good tools for somebody that.
You might want to laminate them. But,
right.
They're not going to last long like that. But, so it's a HSS. It's got a tortoise pick guard. It's kind of a typical sunburst that you would find on an actual Strat. Got a tortoise backplate, which you wouldn't normally see.
That's got a really good tone for a drum.
Yeah, if you had a looper, you might.
I do.
Okay. It's got a nice comfort cutout here on the back. Maple neck, maple fingerboard. Can't tell if these are inlays or just painted on dots. If they're inlays, they're some of the dullest inlays I've ever seen. Hardly worth the effort. The finish is don't see any scratches. Might be a little scuff right there next to this back plate. Not much to worry about. You probably, if you took it out to do a gig with it, you'd probably come back with more damage than that after the first night of playing it.
I wonder if we might compare that to the Squier that's at the end of the sofa over there. Patrick, grab that Squier and hand it over to Dan. That's the one that had the big chunk out of the paint job.
And it still has a big chunk.
Yeah, well,
So
I'm
that's
still not going to fix it.
that's an SSS, and this is an HSS. But everything looks. I like the tortoise on this one better because it's darker. but the tortoise shows up better on that one. Under lights or something. That one has a rosewood fingerboard. This one has a maple fingerboard. The neck and the fingerboard feel almost unfinished. There's so little prep on them.
Well, I can see a big difference between the neck profiles between the two guitars. That one looks a lot chunkier than the one over here.
Well, that might be just because that has actually a rosewood fingerboard. So,
I'm saying that one's like a really higher, thicker neck than this one.
I think that might, like what he was saying, it just might be like an illusion because this has the black line separating it. So
yeah, here you're going to see the entire neck as it's all one color. There you're only going to see the lighter part. But all in all, neck for neck, I would probably prefer that one.
I'm already preferring this one.
But this is what it is.
Well, Patrick, go put that in a stand where it should have been in the first place over here.
So this one was $129.
Yes.
After all the discounts.
After all the discounts.
There you have it. There's really no flame on it, but that does look like a distinct seam right there. Like the top is two pieces. I couldn't swear it, but it's pretty straight. Grain doesn't usually come out that straight. So.
Well, if you look at the other one here, it is. This is basically the same. You can see the same type of effect on this other guitar, which is a Squier. So.
Yeah. Well, like I said.
But it's not flame. It's not grain. It's separate pieces. I think that this one is 3, and that one's 2.
Okay, so it's a 2-piece veneer top, apparently. So there you have it. We're going to tune it up and check the pickups and do all the normal stuff we do, and we'll be back in a minute. Thank you. Hey folks, today we're looking at this Donner Strat copy, something 162, I think. Lee was expecting something 200, but he got this instead. Cost the princely sum of $139. One thing I didn't mention when we were looking at the appearances, the frets, it's a very nice fret job. No sharp ends to mention. They're not the rounded frets, it's just a regular fret job, but it's pretty well done. Although you can hear that we're getting, even on a clean sound, a significant amount of hum. So not so you get rid of hum with a Strat is grounded by putting your fingers on the strings. So we're going to look at the pickup settings now. Let's see, what do we want to do? Just do blues in A, I guess. So here is the neck pickup. Pickups ring pretty well. Not too dark, not too light. So here is the neck and middle pickup. Mark Knopfler kind of quack that you get, in this setting generally. And here is the middle pickup by itself. Middle and bridge pickup. And here is the bridge pickup. Before I forget, here is the Bortini. Don't want to forget that. So, here we go.
That's kind of nice.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not bad at all.
What was I going to say? The pickup sounds, they're pretty accurate for what a Strat would sound like, moving between the pickups. Despite the fact that it's a HSS, and oddly enough, I like my HSS guitars to have the humbucker in the neck position, because it's kind of a waste to me the single coil pickups are bright anyway. So when you have the humbucker in the neck position, you get almost two guitars, because you can just select that and play, jazz stuff. You can roll some treble off. But to each their own. Like I said, the frets are pretty good. They're not the rounded frets, but they're it's a nice fret job, especially for a $139 guitar. There is that. Let's see if that continues. Yeah, it cuts way down when you select the humbucker. Mm-hmm. But it's still there. I mean, I've talked about this a few times. That's why I have on my Strat and my Telly, they're not a real Strat, they're Michael Kelly, but I have the Fishman Fluids pickups. And you actually have to kind of learn to play without hum. So anyway, we're gonna stop one more time and pick something to play, and we'll be right back. Thanks. Hey folks, today we're looking at this Donner Strat copy. One thing that I wasn't aware of until we started getting ready to do this track is that it does have a push-pull switch. Leo says it's a coil tap, but that's probably there's only one pickup that could actually be coil tapped, which is
it's a split for the humbucker in the bridge.
Okay, so right. Okay, so you can either have SSS or HSS. and the bridge pickup is where you get the extra S if you want it by pulling that knob. So today we're doing another new backing track provider. It's Jammin' Backing Tracks, and this is their funk guitar backing track in C minor. And so here we go.
That ended kind of abruptly.
Yeah, that was fun though.
Looked like fun.
That was
Sounded
fun. Really nice action on this guitar. No dead spots, no rattling spots. For 129 bucks, it's pretty amazing.
Let me ask you a question, Dan, before we wrap this up.
Sure.
While I was away, did y'all do the Bortzian E for?
Yes, we did.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
So there you have it, the Donner
DST-152 S
DST-152 S.
kit guitar.
Yeah, well, other than the tiny amp, all of the case candy looked pretty usable and valuable, and
That actually is not a bad amp. That's kind of, with the exception of the fact that it doesn't have reverb or anything, it's kind of as good as a POC amp. And a POC amp, I mean, we actually have done gigs, I mean, not gigs, but videos with a POC amp. So,
yeah.
but it is not quite as loud. And we've had several of them before, but that one is upgraded from those. So,
Okay.
You know.
Whatever you say. Anyway, pretty nice guitar, and for 129 bucks, and I mean, you're, the amp is neither here nor there, but if you're a beginner and you don't have anything to play with or play through, it'll get you started.
Yeah, and it's rechargeable.
And there you go. So
Standing on the cord, by the way.
okay. I think that's it for today. I'm Dan Ryan. Leo Ryan's behind the camera. We hope that you will like and subscribe. Click the bell icon to be reminded of our future videos. And until next time, thanks a lot and see you then. Bye-bye.